Hello everyone, my name is Shiju. So I will introduce myself more on the go while we are talking. First thing I wanted to tell you is in terms of leap of faith, first thing I wanted to tell you is the best investment that you can make. What is the best investment one can make in their lifetime? That is the investment on their own skills. Once you invest in your own skills and improve your skills, whatever it may be, it is going to take you farther in your life. So that's what I did. So if you ask me about myself, in 2004, I got married. 20 years ago, in 2004, I got married. So there's no big deal. Like somebody can get married, right? But the problem was I didn't have a job. I didn't have a stable income. So I'm from an agricultural family. I was supporting my family for farming works, and I was driving a truck at times. So that was my part-time income. But in 2005, after having a kid, I thought, no, this is not enough. I was so intelligent that it took 2 years after marriage, 1 year after marriage, for me to understand that I need a stable income to support my family. So I wanted to look for a job. But what kind of job I can do? Who will give me a job? So I was searching online. There is no online that time. I was searching through the classifieds in the newspaper. Then I found call center jobs. So that was the booming industry that time. But you need communication skill. You need a graduation. So I had a graduation luckily, but that was obtained from a parallel college. I didn't have a regular attendance. So my communication was pathetic. I could barely read and understand English. If somebody talks, the best thing I can understand was the cricket commentary. Nothing else. That's all I could understand if I listened to some English. But I found a training institute that is providing call center training for 30 days in Cochin. I called up them. I'm from Idiki. That is about 150 or 120 kilometers from Cochin. I called up them and I asked them if somebody with a graduation without any communication skill, if they attend 30 days training, can they get a placement? They said yes. We are offering such placement. So I asked them, can I build a career in call center? Can I support my family? They said yes. There are many people who do that. So I went to Cochin with little savings that I have, attended call center training, but only to realize that my communication is nothing. It takes ages to develop it. But my teacher told me, do loud reading 15 minutes every day. Read spoken English books to improve your skills. I did that. I followed that. But within 3 months, I could not get into any international call center, although I attended hundreds of or tens of interviews. But at least I could get into a domestic call center, Idea. I worked there for 6 months. And then one of the MNCs, one of the biggest MNCs in India, Sutherland Global Services, they came to Cochin for operations for an analytical process. I went and attended the interview, as usual got rejected. But after 30 days, I once again attended. This time I got selected, not because of my communication, but because of my analytical skill. And the job started, it was analytical job. And I was able to perform well. The problem was for moving up the ladder, your work skill is not is important, but there is something more important, your soft skills. But the company was offering so much of training opportunities, I utilized everything. And with my 16 years of career, I was securing promotions in every interval as and when it is due based on my tenure. And because I was able to excel in the performance and I was utilizing all the training opportunities. And when I resigned in 2022, I was a director of the company in one of the divisions. So that's about my career. It is usual. There are many people who did that. But what I could do differently was something that I wanted to share with you now. So in 2010, somewhere about 4 to 5 years I spent in the job, then I realized a job or salary cannot give me my dream life. The life I am dreaming about, a job will not offer me. Even if I move up the ladder, even if I change the company, even if I get more salary, the time and money that I need for a dream life, it is difficult. Nowadays, it is better accessible. There are many employment opportunities providing that, but it is difficult with my education qualification also. So I thought, okay, I need some side income. So what is the best options? So without compromising on job, the best thing that I can do is stock market. So I went into the stock market for a side income with some savings, and I had some beginner's luck. With some money, I bought some stocks. The stocks were beaten down due to the 2008 financial crisis. The stock I bought, it shot up many fold in like 3-4 months, and I made some money. So I thought, okay, it is so simple. And then my broker told me, you made money in stock, so do trades in derivatives. You will make much more money. So I ventured into the derivative trading, and the capital and plus profit what I made, it lasted for 3 months. Within 3 months, the entire amount wiped out. So I realized it is not a simple game. It is not that somebody can go and grab money like anything. So I tried to learn because I didn't want to give up. When I lost money, I figured out that these things are moving. I'm good at numbers and I'm good at analytics, so I'll be able to crack it. That's what I thought. So I went back. I figured out that Investopedia is a website that is offering so much of training contents. Read it, uh, learned a lot about it, went back to the market, only to lose again. Kept on repeating the same, but each time when I was losing, I was learning something more. And I was working hard in the company. The company that I was working, it was a very good job. I was working hard, making money, coming to the stock market, losing that money, but learning something. Going back, working even harder, making more money, come back, losing it again. And life was terrible because it was a means night shift, around 9 hours job plus commute. And when I come back to the home, I do the trading during the daytime. So hardly 4 to 5 hours sleep. And during the trading only I do the household stuff. And I don't have much time to learn. While traveling to the office and coming back, I used to listen to the audiobooks to learn about the stock market traders and greatest investors and how they did and how they cracked. So I invested so much of time and money to learn the stock market. And by around 2014-15, I started making little money. But the problem was I was making, losing. And I kept on learning. The weekends, like Saturdays and Sunday, it is a work holiday as well as the trading holiday. So those 2 days I utilized to the max for improving my learning. And that was the only time I could spend with my kids and family. So that was a good time. I kept on investing on myself, like keep on studying the chart, keep on studying the stock market. Then later in 2015-16, I realized it is not just about the stock market. It is about me. Because after like 4 to 5 years of experience, I realized that the market is certain times moving the way I expected it to do, but I'm not able to do anything. I'm not able to make money. I make little money, or I see like 5,000 rupees profit. I take it out, but if I had kept that there, it would have been like 20,000, 50,000, or even 1 lakh after a couple of hours. So I realized it is not about the market alone. It is about me. Then I started learning about the trading psychology, own psychology. Then I realized good health is important. I started maintaining my health. I started doing the regular workouts. I used to be a smoker. Like I started smoking when I was like 8th standard I started. 23 years I smoked. And in 2017, because I wanted to become a profitable trader, because I wanted to focus on my health and the psychology, I realized that this is one thing that I need to quit. Then finally I was able to quit in 2017. It's been like 7 years now. I never touched it again. Likewise, I made so much of improvement in myself right from the scratch of like quitting smoking, doing the exercise, improving the communication, reading a lot of stuffs about management, about stuff of the psychology and the stock market, economy, politics, because it's all part of stock market. Because when I went into the stock market, I thought it is all about the numbers and analytics. Only to realize that once I landed in the stock market, I realized it is not just about the numbers and mathematics. It is all about history. It is all about politics. It is all about economics. And most importantly, 90% of it is about our own psychology. So worked a lot about it. Then in 2018, first time, I was able to turn 1 year profitable. That year, financial year, I was profitable. Because that year, 2019, we had the general elections. I realized that the patterns repeat itself. I went back to 2004, 2009, 2014. All these are election years. I learned the patterns, how each of the days the market behaved. Then I found that there are some correlations, there are some patterns that are repeating. I was able to grab it. In 2014, when the general election was there, I was trading in the market and I kept on losing big because I was trading right opposite to the market. But in 2019, That experience plus my backdated study helped me to realize that what is happening in the market. So that year, first time I turned profitable, I made decent, good money to pay off all my debts, to have a substantial capital and savings. I made enough money. The problem was I learned only how to make money, but I didn't learn how to keep the money. Election was over, the volatility of the market died out, the pattern changed. Within 4 to 5 months, majority of the money I made is gone. Then again, I was psychologically down, too much of depression, and I was not able to focus. Then I realized I need to start all over again. I went back to the drawing board, analyzed what happened, what went wrong. Then after that, I was able to realize the kind of risk that I was taking, it was way too much. The kind of that expansion or the scale up that I was doing, it was way too quick and big. I need to take it slow and steady. Then I realized whatever I realized, I brought the changes into my trading. But by then, the market was little difficult to trade. It was COVID related falls and all the stuffs. And once the market started recovering from the COVID fall, it was giving good opportunities, and I was able to grab the opportunity and kept on trading. And after that, I never had to look back into the trading. And recently, when SEBI released the report of the retail traders, they classified the traders into different category. One category loss-making traders, one category profit-making traders, or in certain level, one category little more. And it was a pyramid. On top of the pyramid, there were like 101 traders, the top 101 traders. And based on my profit, I could realize that I was part of that top 101 traders in India for the last 3 years record. So that was a very big achievement, which I am very proud to share with you. And what made these changes? When you approach the finance, what I did earlier and what I am doing right now, that is the key difference. I told you, I made a lot of changes in myself. I made a lot of, or I did work on my psychology. So what kind of psychology we need for a trader? So I came to the stock market for making money. But the moment I stopped trading for money, I started making money. That is the irony of the financial market. Because when you start trading for the money, what happens? You have the greed, you have the fear, you have the fear of missing opportunities, all that is there. But when you trade or when you focus on the process without focusing on the outcome, you will succeed. Because in stock market, what I right now do is, I don't look at my profit and loss statement. Before going into the day, I will have a certain amount in my mind, or based on my finance, based on my capital, I know how much money I can risk for the day. What amount of money if I lose on this particular day, my psychology and financials will be safe. Will I be, I'll be trading with the same psychology next day if I lose this much amount. I have that amount in my mind. I risk only that much. And I just focus on the market, how the market behaves. Based on that, I just focus on trading or focus on the process. I just risk whatever I can afford to risk. Then I don't look at the profit and loss, because that's an outcome. If you focus on the outcome, if you focus on the result, whatever you do, let it be business, let it be job, let it be your studies. If you focus on the outcome, you're not going to get the best result. You may get the result, you're not going to get the best result. I just focus on the process, don't look at the P&L, just keep on trading. And at the end of the day, I check how much is the profit and loss. Then again, I decide the risk for next day. That is what changed. The money is a score. The money will tell you whether you did a good job or not. And it is not always also. If I make a loss today, doesn't mean that I did a bad job. Because these kind of investment and stock market and business, loss is a part of it. Even if you do a business, loss is a part of the business. What is important is that loss controllable, or is that loss within your risk tolerance? Is it going to impact your business, or is it going to impact your psychology? That risk is defined. As long as the risk is defined, as long as you keep the risk within your tolerance level, you are going to do fine. Because I said 90% is psychology and remaining 10% is your learnings and other stuffs. But that 10% you can acquire in 1 or 2 years. A smart person can even learn those things in 6 months. And with other 6 months, you can get so much of experience also in that. So within 1 year, you will be an expert in all of these. But to shape up your psychology, that is where it takes time. And I'm not just talking about the stock market. In any field, your psychology is very important. As long as you are cold-blooded, not in a negative way, as long as you're cold-blooded to the outcome, you can succeed as long as you do the process right. Let it be any process. So that's all about my stock market journey. And during this time, I was able to train some of the people, somewhere about 1,000 people. I'm not doing the training as another source of income or anything. I stopped it and I uploaded it as a free training course in the YouTube so that anybody can access it and anybody can learn. And I share all my trades and all the views into the into Telegram group also. That is also free. But nobody should think that okay, somebody is making money. If I follow that person, I can also make money. That is the the biggest misconception in the stock market. A person who is trading in two different accounts, if he trades in one account and by the time he takes the trade in another account, it may things may change. You may not make the profit in the second account. That is how the stock market. Whatever I am sharing, it can be used for learning purpose only, not for making money. Means even if you do that, it may not work properly all the time. So that's all I wanted to share about the journey and how the consistent improvement and consistent focus on my own skills helped me to get better in the life from a person who never knew how to talk English or how to address a crowd or how to talk to the people. That was my situation. In 20 years back, that was the situation. In 10 years back, I was like a losing trader and I was working in a company. I was struggling financially. I was not able to pay my bills. I was literally struggling in my life. The prior to 10 years, I was completely clueless person. And after 10 years in 2014, there was a difference. But that difference was like it was shaping up my career. That was the difference. But now, I think I did well in job. I did well in the stock market. And I am in the process of improving myself further and learning and improving my psychology and financial things and learnings to take my trading into a different orbit altogether. I hope that will be possible. And I hope whatever I shared will be helpful for you guys to focus on the right area, not on the outcome, but on the process and do have the right psychology to succeed in the life. Thank you.